The CEO of Ripple, XRP, just went on TV and said that Michael Saylor is to blame for all the damage he's done to crypto, Bitcoin. And honestly, he's not entirely wrong. But here is what is left out. Brad Garlinghouse, who runs Ripple XRP, a direct competitor, or sort of, we mustn't forget that his co-founder in 2022 took $5 million and gave it to Greenpeace to try to get Bitcoin developers to change its code and abandon proof of work, the foundation of everything that makes Bitcoin secure. The campaign was called Change the Code. Remember it? The Bitcoin community rightfully rejected it and memed it out of existence. So when the CEO of a Bitcoin competitor goes on CNBC and criticizes the biggest corporate Bitcoin buyer during a market downturn, you're allowed to raise an eye just as I did. His actual critiques of MicroStrategy's mechanics isn't wrong. Strategy borrowed billions through preferred shares to buy Bitcoin. These shares are now trading 25% below what they're supposed to be worth, and the funding engine has stalled. That's real. That's a real criticism. But here's what matters. Bitcoin didn't create Strategy's debt problems. Strategy created Strategy's debt problems. The network is fine. The 21 million cap is fine. The fundamentals haven't changed. This is one of the clearest lessons in Bitcoin that you can learn today in the moment. When institutions play financial games, they get burnt, and MicroStrategy is getting burnt right now. And not only that, I saw just today they're planning to sell over $1 billion, and I'm going to drop another video on that. Strategy has been playing games with their balance sheet, borrowing against it, leveraging it, financializing it, and it's their risk to carry, not yours. When you hold your keys in cold storage, nobody can make bets with your Bitcoin. Nobody's corporate strategy becomes your problem. When somebody with a financial interest to undermine Bitcoin starts to talk about Bitcoin's credibility, I would say be careful and ask yourself who benefits from this narrative. Just remember, any coin that has a CEO is not decentralized. I just think it's funny as somebody who runs XRP, who has a history of just kind of fudding on Bitcoin all the time, is now turning around and pointing fingers at Saylor. Just remember, I say this all the time, Saylor is playing a different game than you. If you're an individual, your only game should be stacking sats and sending it to cold storage. Don't worry about strategy. Strategy is causing a lot of fear in the market. Their financial games, his financial engineering is kicking him in the pants, and he's going to have to pay for it. Like I said, I'm going to drop a video on the selling they're going to be doing in a couple of minutes, so stay tuned for that. Remember, if you're going to buy Bitcoin, send it to cold storage. Peace out.